On the other computer, I got it working, so we are making the thing. You know, the AI generated random thing, random items. So we need inventory system. We need a bunch of items that we're buy. So mostly ship. We mostly want to get ship upgrades to start with. Oh, we want inventory system number 6, number 4.A. Because it's funny how the number letters. Decals for ships. Like spray paint your ship. You can modify your ship. We have for ships. Mods for the mods for player. Okay, so we need inventory system. This is all, like I said, like this is the fun part. Like a multiplayer part, like we wanted to go tack on as fast as possible, but this part's better to get done early. Cause like people like enjoy playing the game. You know, if multiplayer there's nothing to do, we're all flying around. Oh, look at these people. You know, like, who cares? You know, shoot them. I guess there's nothing to do. We have to make stuff to do. I just slap multiplayer on a little bit later. Who can complain on a Care Bear server or something? You know, I liked it better before people shoot me. So, anyway, so we have random events. This is the big one. This one we have to do. We have a storyline, trucks and random events. The Proxy Universe bonus, and then the 3A, the warping when you go through past things. Oh, heck, freaking stink bug. They always try to get inside the house. In my area, eastern Pennsylvania, and when it gets cold, stink bugs come inside the house. And they're not a threat. They don't bite or anything. There's a stink bug eater though. It's huge. It has a painful sting, but it's a stupid stink bug. Okay. I say COVID's like that. You know, you're driving down the road and your punch bug, and freaking like an actual bug jumps from the window, and it's a freaking like, oh no, it's a bee, and you swear off the. It could be a spider, and you swear off the road, and you wreck your car. That's a response to COVID, right? Turns out it was just a stink bug. You know, instead of just elderly dying, we got everybody dying. Congratulations, you dictators of the road. You got what you wanted with your stupid bioterrorism. Anyway, so we got warp procedure generated universe with warp job going on. Yeah, because what I want to do is you get all these different star colors. When you warp past, you see them fly past in different colors. People think back to this the Star Trek: The Next Generation, right? You know, oh, I have fond memories of Star Trek: The Next Generation. Next Generation warp effect. And you thought it was great, right? Because it was back in time. Let's try this.
Ensign, take us out of orbit.
This might actually be impressive.
Set a course for the Calder system. Warp 9.
Aye, sir.
That was stupid. I think it's the introduction. Intro. I think it's like intro. Okay, season 1. Okay, so it's in the opening one. Yeah.
Seek out edges. Seek out.
No, isn't it? Starts to see, like, you see that? That's all it is, man.
Explore strange
like,
new worlds.
we thought that was awesome back at the time.
To seek out new life and new civilizations. To boldly go where no one has gone before.
See, like, you thought that was awesome. You think I'm bad? But they're all just like. I mean, it is epic because I remember there was nothing for Star Trek. People wanted Star Trek back. Like, oh man, it's back. And it was good. The first couple of seasons of Star Trek Next Generation was good. Then they ended up canonizing the thing. You know, they ended up canonizing. Oh, we got to figure out everywhere everywhere in the system. You know, you think about yourself. All the Ferengis and the friggin' like Klingons. What happened? They ended up documenting it so much that they mind prisoned themselves into a box, right? That's what we're going to try and break out of in Starfighter General. And also, we're bringing it back together as the warp. That's why we do absurdity tropes. We don't want you guessing what's coming up next. I think the first season of Star Trek. Oh, it's a freaking like Roman dude with a deity, or just like, but he's not really a deity. It's just like a kid misbehaving and his parents reprimand him or something. You know? That's cool. But like we have warp. So the reason I brought up the Star Trek is the warp drive. It's like you see these little stars. It's boring. Like it's just like kind of like it's not as good as you thought. When an actual game, you have all the stars go past you based on your actual location in the universe. And when you come out of warp, okay, when you come out of warp, you're gonna actually the stars are gonna be on the new skybox. Oh, then we need 3B. Skybox. There's like a lot of things I have to do, and then there's another thing like that. Oh, I have to zero. This is just a tech thing I have to do. Something to bore the crap out of you. I have to 5,000 space 64-bit shifter. Basically, small zone space. You can't really like. There's a limitation in 32-bit. It's a limitation in Unity and Unreal that Star Citizen and Kerbal and everything you have to get around. I know I getting around it. I think let's get around that later. So I get the shifter in. I actually don't need that for the next patch. Okay, so this is not needed. So we'll put things that are not needed for the next patch. So, but I'm gonna keep everything in that little area when you start out with. It's like a monkey. Good morning. Up with monkey stuff. Okay, we got some random events. That's the main thing. What random events? There's many random events we can get in there for this Friday. Okay, that's the number one. But we got these other things. See the storyline there. This is your generation universe. You know what? This will not be going in this this will not be going in this patch. Next patch. Compute. I mean, this may or may not be going. May go in. Details for shows. Multiplayer will not go in. Like I know what needs to be in because like this is like decorative. You don't need that. You don't need a huge universe if there's nothing in it, right? We got nothing in this little area. Let's make a big area with nothing in it, right? That doesn't help. Okay. This is to do design. We're doing design, right? This is how you do design. Lovely says this is very relevant. We need to design this deal. We talked about how we're going to get like bigger convoys, and then so that's going to be a really nice thing. Like, you're like, oh, I got this. I'm more powerful. I got this. I'm more powerful. We need to make when we do the leveling. We need to do like column A of soft permadeath, and column B of temporary things. So the temporary thing will be the bigger leveling up, but the soft permadeath, you want a big logarithmic curve where you beat like a lot of stuff. Like maybe like get a skill where you can combine like iron with something to make engines or something. Then you're like, oh, I can make them think real easy. You know, we need that's what it is. That's core thing about the core idea. Because you don't want to. If a first person, I'm going to explain what happens. You don't want a first person come in here feel like they got a big rush, they got a big fleet, and then dies, and they feel like they're starting at like ground zero. I didn't get any. This is just as hard again. You want to make it feel like, oh, the first time you die, like, well, I got all this stuff, I got this, I got that, I got this unlocked. It'll make it easy to get past these like checkpoints. So we're gonna have to make some steep checkpoints. That you beat, so you feel like you got some really hard core soft permadeath things back. Oh, it would be really easy to get that back, right? Be easy to get that back. Easy to get back that back. So maybe we'll put in the game knowledge. Game knowledge universe might be tied at your computer. Look up enemy stats. They have that in some like roguelites where like after you see the enemy a couple times, it starts giving you stats about the enemy. But instead of you getting stats, they give you stats about how to rebuild a fleet, get a tug, make a tug, etc., etc. Okay. Core idea. First permadeath. Easily recovered. Okay. So basically, we're putting a bunch of gates in front of the early player. The first player is going to get gated from a normal experience of just getting a big fleet. Because if you get the normal experience, you get a big fleet, you lose a big fleet, and you feel like you lost a lot, you gain nothing. So, but we put a bunch of gates and getting I can get a fleet easy. So instead of losing a fleet and not getting anything, I get fleets easier. The soft permadeath, you have to like glow the soft permadeath in the player's mind. Soft permadeath glow, you know. So easily covered. So we need to gate it. Gate getting a fleet. Getting a fleet. Oh, you know, maybe computer knowledge. So the computer knowledge can get shifted over in computer knowledge. and especially early, and we'll put like some sort of like you know how we're talking about like rewind your character. We might have it so like people who are new to the universe are still halfway bound with their universe, like a dimensionally shifting thing. Dimensional calibration is not focused, and you save data easier. You won't have to deal with the data saving. So dimensional. So that's like, you know what I'm saying. Like it may be hard to say, but like dimensional. Coalescing. Focus. Whatever. Like sub level 10. Sub level 10. Sub level 10. Your stats. Your computer data. Player data. Don't lose on deck. So we need to make sub. Maybe like sub level 12 or something. You know. Sub level 10, sub level 12, something like it'll be like a couple of weeks, maybe about a month before you would trigger that. Okay, about a month. So we don't want the player to like ever feel like, oh, I lose, I don't have stuff. So like if you give the player like right off the bat, they feel like they're not ever going to get any progression. Well, every time I get something, they just take it off me. I'm not even getting anything. This is not an RPG. This is like a scam. I'm just coming in here and blowing up little stuff. You don't want that. You don't, because it's not a scam. You don't want them to have that feeling. You don't have that feeling a little bit. Like people get like despair real easy nowadays. So you have to ease them into the idea that there's you come into the system and it's a permanent system. You have to be like, oh, you know, in the system, I can tag it back again next time. Just come right back, and dust myself. I'll come right back. Do you level up a little bit? And it's like, okay, let's do this tactical. They have more knowledge about the game. They have more knowledge about the thing. They can handle it. Okay, and this might be a sliding, the dimensional coalescing, where they're like between two dimensions. Might take more levels and stuff. Anyway, so that's important to do. And we go. So we have to focus on getting a fleet. Okay, this should be this is what we should work on right now. Because we want to make it so they know getting a fleet's easier. Over time. Okay. So, maybe I'm cold. Rocking just so maybe like some of those NPCs. So like tutorial mission. Maybe the tutorial mission. You get your stuff back. Obviously, all you guys went back. Okay, so maybe like mercenary guilds. Like you might die, but the mercenaries that are were with you might just abandon. You can get them back. Mercenary guilds. Take your old merc, and also network for more mercs. Okay, so we're trying to figure like a soft gating fleet. So like number one, so the gate. This would be a gate of to be a social gate. Social gate. You have to find the mercury. Find the mercury. Find appease mercury. Okay, so that's one. You get the mercenary guilds. You find appease them. I think like crafting. Do a lot of crafting gates, like learning to craft, how to craft it. Like it would be like. Like a lot of crafting gates, you know. Then, so we have crafting gate. How do we make it so it's like hard to learn a crafting? Okay, specific crafting. Schematics. Skills. Yeah, skills. Your skills are you should level up. Your ability to craft. Okay. As you level up, your crafting gets better. That's because your guys more powerful. We want to show the rules. This is the general thing. We want to show rules. Show rules. We want the chat window. With the chat window. Colorize. Combat tab. Social tab. I still want to spend another hour on this at least because it's very important to this right here is the heart, but this soft gate getting a fleet. This soft permadeath. This is the most important thing about soft permadeath is the soft gating. Gating. Humanity skills. Computer knowledge. Computer knowledge. We talked about it. How to buy, where to buy. You just go right to it. You're like, oh, I want to buy it. Boom, 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 boom. Bring some X matter in something. You know what? We might even make some stuff so we can buy X. We can. No. X matter. And scrap can't transfer to the prime dimension, I think. But no. I don't know. Should I make X matter and scrap transferable to prime dimension? No. I don't know. I have the helm on that. Right now, we're not doing that. Okay, so anyway, so it's soft permadeath. With a buy, how to buy. And here we go. The adjutant. Now we're getting to it. Adjutant. Explains it. So adjutants are like your advisors that tells you about stuff. I had it in Throne and Crown. It's like you died, you start over, but like you're better. You're always better. So if you die, it's no big deal. So it's no big deal. I'd explain it like dying is not a bad thing in Throne and Crown, right? So we have this adjutant. We need to have adjutants next game. That's actually going to be part of the storyline. So this is good enough. Okay, this is the key. Adjutant. They'll be like, oh, the guy's talking to me through death, and it's like kind of like Beetlejuice. Okay, we're going through this. No big deal. We got this. That there's 4 things is good, and it looks all that he'll highlight all the improvements. How to stash stuff in your base, etc. There we go. The adjutant will explain it. So, okay. So, well, now we got that. Doesn't matter. Okay. So, just real quick, I'm gonna just think about. So we got that. So, okay. Now we have to think about just generally like what the power level of everything will be. Vegeta, what is the power level? Okay. So I'll get about 5 damage per laser. Laser low level. It ends up being high level. Let's just look at I don't look at code right now. I'm just assuming it's about like I don't know 70. And you got quadra 4 times shots. Quadra shots 70, 280. That's a lot of damage. Okay, make it so it's hard to get extra shots and hard to get damage and. So this. No, we'll just do that the soft cat. You know what? And actually, we don't want that soft cat because okay. So by design, tier 1, maybe like 5 shots. So we're gonna like say right now it's a tier 1 to tier 5.5. You can get that. You can get this off your class base, and this is the starting ships. These are the starting ships in the MMO. So the starting ships in the MMO is like 280. 280 shots. We want to be able to get up to ones that do like 1,000 damage. We're probably making it. So what happens is I'm gonna explain this to you, okay? How scaling works. So if you enter the universe with a premier ship that has 1 attack, let's say scaling 1 attack and 1 defense, okay? And the universe allows up to 3 attack, 3 defense. Then your premier ship, entering ship, is 1/9 as powerful. Because like you have to go through the defense and they're pummeling you, right? And that's not terrible. Because like you can enter, like say you have like a bunch of friends, you come in, you enter with a bunch of ships, and you can pump that guy, whatever. It's like I mean, it might be terrible. I mean, like trying to think about myself. I have to like in my mind, I have to balance the maximum power in the game, the maximum starting power in the game, you can get to versus what you get to when you come into it. So what's actually interesting is when you right now there'll be lots of people with like tier ones, right? Oh, just enter the game. Well, this is not bad. So there'll be a lot of people with tier ones. So maybe I want to like just have it to have two attack instruments, right? I just want to do double the attack, double the defense, and it's like only 1/4 as powerful. Like the best ship you can get is 1/4 as powerful. The best ship you can get from Clash. And if doing that, it's just still freaking bigger. So that's so good. Like 600 damage, right? That's not bad. Yeah, and it'd still be one shot and everything. Boom, 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 you know. Or whatever the damage is. We're gonna make it. We don't want to make the stuff in the universe too sharp. We always upgrade the universe power later. Okay, so that's our balance. That's actually gonna be important. So in order to balance, I just have to look at my. This is all the upgrades. All like you'll be getting some random loot. Dropping like it'd be like you dropped a thunderous rocket launcher of Aegis or something. It'd be like a thunderous rocket launcher of Mega Aegis, and thunderous rocket launcher of like the conduit. Like it's like an escalation. It'll be like a spark of lightning of like thunder. Of like jolt. Like it have the same terminology as like Diablo 2, but for like the same tier. But in order to make those different types of subclasses of weapons, I need to have art. I'm generating another computer in another room. I'm gonna go double check that, and I think it's an inventory system. But I think this is a solid design we got here. We have a system that works. We know that the different scalings. You only want to bring one ship in the dimensional portal with you, and then if it dies, you have to create a new ship. You can actually deplete your own ships that you have available for you by doing this. First things I work on, we're narrowing into the actual final design, believe it or not. It looks like it's all over the place. By focusing my design on design that works, scaling it, I know what the sub items I can make are. Then I can make the degrees of what they level up on. The rarities, etc., and the numbers and the statistics. This is beautiful right now. It doesn't look beautiful, but it is. We will probably have an inventory system for the next episode. Well, skills and the skill rules. Give me a second. This is final. It's final. Scale off. Clash. We're going to scale off the Clash. Make the items. And we just have to put the graphics on them, put the random stats on them. Everything be random, everything be random, every stat. One weapon will be different than another weapon, even with the same name. Okay, random events. So let's see. This will need to be for the next patch. We don't need that. I'm gonna just put all the things in the next patch down below. Next patch. And then we can tell what we're gonna make. We're gonna try for next patch. So like I said, we're not forcing multiply. Multiplier I can just slap on top of this. That's how it works. That's how the coding works in the slapping. So asset store, next patch. Okay, anything's in the next patch. We're just gonna get slapping down here. Random events. Definitely, this is the number one thing we need is random events. Storyline, this is actually part of random events. Inventory system, we want that. Living system, we want that. Convoy, that's just convoy rules. Soft things. And then how we scale it. And that's items, and then that's everything. Everything we want. You got it. So we're gonna put in random events, inventory, leveling, experience, basically the RPG part of the RPG. I mean the computer RPG, CRPGs, computer RPG stuff, where you feel like you're leveling yourself up, you're still getting powerful. Even though there's permadeath, I think called roguelite instead of roguelike, because you get soft permadeath. So random events, an inventory system, soft permadeath, and I think that's everything. See, anything else need to be designed? No, if I put that in, that would be freaking awesome, right? So, I knew not that in. Where is it? What number is that? Number 6. We don't know 6. Number 6. Glowy ship modifier. Ship changes. Like remember F-Zero where there's like a dash thing. You go on the dash, you go fast. Dashers, shield gifters. You go through, get your shield gifted back here. Another gate. You go through a gate. It might may lower your stealth, lower your raise yourself, right? You know, like you go through it and like, oh, the stuff around you is not spawning as much. You can fight better. Because I want to have this. I was fighting in that city versus the dragon earlier, and I want to have a reason why you're going through like all the different bars and stuff. You know, it'd be like remember Star Wars? That's like the trench run, right? You go through all the trenches, but I'm gonna make it like Star Systems where you have to go through like all the systems and like there's a reason why you're juking up and down. So you're trying to hit these little low dashes while you're like fighting like a dogfight, right? You know, and then it makes you feel cool. You're like, ooh, go through that pipe, and I'll collision damage. Okay, so collision damage. And then like that's like right now we're already stretched. We're not gonna get all this in by Friday. Okay, so I'm not gonna get all this on Friday. We're gonna start getting coding right now. Catch you guys later. I just want to know what you get up to in Starfighter General. You're supposed to. It should get really stupid fun next patch. Really stupid fun. If I get it done, you know, you never know. Life, it's hard to get by with blah, 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 poor mouth. You know, I'm done. But I would get more coding done if I had a little bit of funding, but I have no funding, you know. Live in a place without water. Okay, I'm done poor mouthing. But you're going to see an MMO come out by one guy who like had a lot of challenges. There's some people who have more challenges than me. You know? Like other people have like, you know, health conditions, you know. They're worse than mine, you know. I don't have cancer, I don't have AIDS, you know, I don't have any like missing arms or like, you know, old or anything like super old or like, you know, it's just, some people like have bad vision, some people, you know, never get schooling when they're young. It's just all these things they got. Like, I count my blessings, man. Not just poor mouth thing. And what it be. I'm just saying, like just a little bit of fun to just get this out faster. But some people have been fun with me a little bit, like friends and family see I'm struggling to help out. So, like I said, I'm not poor mouthing. I'm just saying this game this patch may or may not be out because there's all these different like things that happen between now and then. You know, I could trip and like you know, and then fall on the ground, and then I'll be like, okay, and then I fall asleep. I don't know. I'm just making up stuff. Like you know what I'm saying. Like between now and then, like my car could break down. You know, like sure, or I'm you know someone, you know, could need help for a couple of days or something. You know, and I'm out of commission. Someone just you know needs my help because they're really like in a rough time or something. You know how it goes. Like life is can't give promises because life doesn't give promises either, right? So, but I want to get this out by Friday. It should be super fun, and hope everybody enjoys the inventory system and the leveling and all that good stuff going on. So, take care, guys.